I cannot give up a segue like Jacob just gave me. I am going to jump to one of our topics that we're supposed to be after, but this specifically deals with what Jacob's talking about, the control of food.
Food.
And give me 1 second. I'm just going to share my screen.
Yeah.
And we'll bring this one.
Can I say something real quick?
Go for it.
Okay. So I was reading Michael Yon, and he's written a couple books, and he's on Twitter, and he's a great guy to follow. But he talks about pandemic, famine, war, and they always follow pandemic, famine, war. And you can go back in history and see that it's a trifecta. And so when Jacob's talking about the famine, and then obviously we're looking at a war coming. So, and pandemic started it. So it's just always pan, fam, war. That's the way I look at it. So
yeah, and it's going to be tough, though. You know, I know I built my theory on energy, and I absolutely agree with Jacob that food is going to be the barometer to manipulate and keep people down and everything. But worldwide exchange of products in a famine and what they're purposely setting up is going to be quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Food, energy a weapon, food a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
They'll control the world.
Mm-hmm.
And now let's talk about how Canada, how they control food and what kind of control that they do.
Hey guys, we're here at Higginbo's Farm in southern Ontario. We milk about 260 cows. Right now during the winter months, you milk quite a bit more milk because the feed is very consistent. And as you do a good job, you will produce quite a bit of milk. So, but right now we're over our quota. It's regulated by the government and by the DFO. But the problem is what they don't understand is millions of people look at this milk running away because it's the end of the month. So I have to dump 30,000 liters of milk. It breaks my heart. I will show you. By the way, this here, Canadian milk, it's $7 a liter. When I go for my haircut, people say, wow, $7, Jerry, for a little bit of milk. I say, well, you have to go higher up because we have no say anymore as a dairy farmer on our own farm because they make us dump it. And no matter how we stand up, so this time I'm going public. I want the people to see the pain that us growers have of 365 days. As a little boy, we grew up on a dairy farm, came from Europe, work, and here we are. This is what's happening.
So, don't actually turn it into cheese. Don't turn it into a commodity that can be stored and saved for times of lean times, but dump it. This is government control of your food supply. Welcome to the dystopian paradise that is the clown world today. Jacob, you were just talking about how food, the Bible predicts, astronomical prices for wheat in the future. But is it any surprise when you have governments dictating to dump milk, which can be turned into numerous commodities as far as food?
As
just
you say,
dump
you
it.
can make cheese, ice cream, freeze it, whatever, and they're not doing that. They just rather let it go to waste.
Try it and ship it to Africa.
To keep prices artificially high, no other reason.
It's stunning to see the waste, and they talk about environmental disasters. They talk about clean energy. They talk about trying to save the planet. I don't think anything harms the planet more than wasting the resources God has put on the planet for us.
But of course, underlying this is the World Economic Forum policy. Essentially, it's a policy of reducing the bovine population globally. They want to reduce the number of cows in the world.
David?
It's just, I was saying earlier, it's a debased mind. They can't think straight. It's people that have rational thought can think, and these people have irrational thought.
Anything to add, David?
Well, I've seen government regulate prices, and they always get higher. $7 for a liter of milk is incredible. Here in Tennessee, we pay like $3 a gallon. So, there's something wrong with the government that's doing that. More so when they're letting they're just letting it go down the drain. That you're right, Ken. They have a wicked, evil mind.
Mm-hmm.
I remember drinking powdered milk as a kid because they brought it over to Guam, so they can make it into powdered milk. And just imagine that here we could be sending milk to third world nations and helping them, but no, let's destroy the milk.
Whatever happened to government cheese? I guess there's no such thing anymore.
Not anymore.
Just government rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of those.
Yep.
Where's the exterminator?